enough with the nonsense. Okay, so here's where we're at with everything, right? We got ideas for when season 3 hits and all this and that. First, welcome in, you know what I mean? Okay, so honest review season 2 is not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. Okay. But anyways, a little bit. I realized that, like, in order for the music to be heard in like some capacity. Good Lord, my thing is shining. Hold on. What hat are you? Anyways, so let's suppose we're in a normal situation here, okay? Let's suppose, can you guys hear me over the music? For a long time now, I've been using a certain configuration where it's kind of like, let me actually, for a long time now, I've been using a certain configuration that would kind of be more akin to making sure that I'm heard. You're here to learn, that's great. I might do a quick session or two after I'm done doing all my adjustments and everything. But that's great. We love the fact that you're here to learn. Okay. And can you can hear me over the game? Yes? And can you hear me over the music? So if I were to play this. Okay. So if I were to play this, you can still hear me, but you also can still hear the music clearly. Okay, cool. Next. My syncing, is it in sync? I want to make sure that it's in sync. I am clearly not in focus, but I want to be in sync. I did some testing offline. I'm fairly certain we're on the right page as well. Okay. All right. What were the other things I wanted to test? So you can hear me over the music. You can hear the music well. The audio is synced. Great. Kenna, I have not seen your name before, so I'm gonna ask, are you following me? And this is not to be like, oh, I need you to follow me, whatever. This is for the express purpose of you pressing the follow button. Because if you're not followed, could you press the follow button? You can unfollow me afterwards. I don't really care, but just press it. You're also on my Discord. Appreciate you. Press that unfollow button and refollow me real quick. I want to make sure, I want to see something, because I had a setting on that might have forced it to be to play multiple times, and I'm trying to check that to see if what's going on there. You feel what I'm saying? Also, let's also try something else. So I will get to the coaching, guys. I just want to clear up some things. The other thing is that I wanna make myself smaller, and then I also want to make chat smaller. So, okay, all right. We're gonna do another test. Okay, I want to do an audio. So the actual video itself, I'm gonna scream Shoryuken while he's doing Shoryuken to test whether it's working, okay? Whether we're on the same page. Ready? Shin. Shoryuken! Right? Was that on point? Was it on timing? Because if it is on timing, we're golden. Okay? The only other thing I need now is to make sure that that is working. If that's working, we're good. If anyone wants a coaching session, we'll get to it in a little bit. I do also want to record a video and then start editing and everything like that as well. That was low. I heard it. I heard it though. I heard it. It was low though, but I heard it. Hold on. Okay. I heard it though. That's fine. We can work with that. But I don't think it repeated. I don't think it did this time, which was good. Okay. Next thing we want to get into, right? Okay. I want to make a video. Let's make it. Let's get into it. Then I'll spend a little bit of time. I'm gonna spend a little bit of time. I'm gonna switch off of this actually. This is huge. It's huge in comparison. Let me put you like right there. That's a little bit better, right? Okay. Well, you know, we'll do a couple things here and there. You know what I mean? All right. Kenna, you've been a big help. Tell you what, you want a session? I got you. First things up. Let's go over your matches. All right. What else can we add to the stream? Also, I kind of want to shift you over a little bit here. No, a little bit to the left. No. Okay. We're centered. Oh, that was stuff. Can I give me your CFN? Let's look over your matches. Okay, so we also did that. So now we're in a proper posture to start making clips. Now that we're in a proper posture to start making clips, we can start adding to the YouTube short algorithm and start doing stuff like that. Just because we were off the entire time, it made it a little bit harder to do all of that. Honestly, I'm new. I came from Tekken and that stuff is a bit hard for you. Okay. So let's start here. What character did you decide to pick up? Who are you using? Because we can start off with giving you very basic tips that you can start utilizing quickly in your games. Oh no, that's not good. That sucks. Oh, this is not a good choice. I'm torn between Kimberly and DJ. Depending, have you played other fighting games before, aside from Tekken? Nope, just a devoted Tekken fanboy? Okay, we can work with that. I'd probably say you might want to lean closer to Kimberly. If not, the reason being, more so, is just because you have not pressed any You haven't really done the whole charge thing. And if you haven't done the whole charge thing, then it's a little uncomfortable. That's what a jump. So if we haven't done the whole charge thing, you can decide to learn charge. It just can be a little bit jarring for some folks. That's it. Jab. There you go. Ryu goals. Listen here, Buster. We might be wait. How do I have one placement match on Ryu? Wait, I was playing ranked? I didn't realize. I didn't even realize I was playing ranked. I was mashing on buttons. Okay. Let's talk about Kim. Let's talk about her strengths. Let's talk about what you can do, what you can start doing. So you just started, I assume maybe like no greater than like a month, give or take. Cool. That's fun. I do know how to DP effectively and stuff. Okay. So what rank are you now? Because depending on what rank you are, I tailor my advice differently. Unranked, got that period ranked anxiety, I understand. But hey, listen, think of it as this. Okay, and think of it only as this. Think of it as a way to just simply play against opponents that are a little bit stronger. I won some matches off that last advice. It really helped. Hey man, I'm here to help. Any other questions you got? I'm here to help. So generally all you want to do, right? Don't overstress it, is that while you're playing the game, don't think of it like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be put ranked lower and it's just going to suck. Because what ends up happening, let me put it like this. What ends up happening is that a lot of players tie their skill to their rank, right? They tie their identity to their rank. What you'll start to learn is that over time is that rank doesn't really mean all that much, right? Like, let's go to the higher level of things. An Ultimate Master versus Gold Master, aka what do you call it? Grandmaster, right? Can a Grandmaster beat an Ultimate Master? Yeah. Can an Ultimate Master dominate a Grandmaster? Yeah. Can a High Master beat an Ultimate Master? Yeah. Because at a certain point it stops mattering. So don't worry so much about, oh, I'm not a master yet, or oh, I'm only a platinum currently, or oh, I got placed in gold. Like, at the end of the day, like, yes, you tie some sort of worth to it, but it doesn't matter. It's a game. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. I got it too. I have it sometimes too. But for me, what I'd say is that I just don't like the First 2 format. The First 2 format makes me feel like I'm losing my mind. But that's neither here nor there. What I want to just encourage you, right? I understand that playing ranked can be very daunting, but at the end of the day, it just allows you, if you just keep playing the same folk, you're not gonna feel any improvement. Like, you're gonna feel very middle of the road, very stopped by where you are in the game. By incorporating new and different ideas, you can have opponents that challenge you a little bit more. When they challenge you a little bit more, you have a little bit more fun. Instead of being like, yo, that was a hard game, you're like, all right, well, on to the next one, I guess, right? make the challenge a little bit harder for yourself. I understand it can be very daunting. I have a certain level of anxiety when it comes to it as well. At the end of the day, it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about what your rank is. And besides, it's not even your main game. So don't, you can even wave it off if you need a reason, just wave it off as that. This is not even your main game. I'm going to pour effort. I'm going to try into it. My money! My money! Yo, appreciate the sub. Who on that? Can I appreciate the sub, my boy? Appreciate the sub, man. Thank you so much. But anyways, you're currently unranked. I haven't seen you play, so I don't really know. But generally, you want to, the moves that you want to start using in neutral, right? While you're playing the game. How familiar are you with like terms in general when it comes to like neutral, plus on block? How familiar are you with those types of terms? Because that I'll tailor how I speak based on that as well. Right? The reason why you see a lot of Kimberly's kind of walk back and forth is because she has a good walk speed. Let's start there. Because she has a good walk speed, right? It means that she can get in and out of spaces without having to commit to a dash or a jump, right? Now, granted, you have a good option off of your jumps. And hold on 1 second. 1 second. Here it is. Okay. High ranked in you can speak in cool. All right. So generally, while you're playing neutral, right, you want to use your standing medium kick. Your standing medium kick is super long range. It's good for poking. It's good for punishing. Recently, they increased the hurt box on the standing heavy punch. So generally, when you're looking to whip punish, right, while you're walking back, you're looking for a button to try and whip punish. If you're uncertain of how you want to go about whip punishing it, your sweep is really good. It's a really good option, right? Also, standing heavy punch is a really good option, right? I would lean more towards standing heavy punch just because you get more damage off of it, right? Off of that, like standing heavy punch, punish counter, into jump and all that stuff, right? You get more value, more bang for your buck using standing heavy punch. So walking back and forth using this option. The other thing you want to start using is drive versus low forward. Why? Because you're in their face and you're +5. Good option. You can use it as a means to trip up your opponent. Top of which, start using this. Because they made this so increasingly annoying, you can use it as a means to kind of just check your opponent. Seen a lot of them be ready for drive rush immediately afterwards, right? So that they can get something started. When they try and do so, you can obviously drive rush, crouch and medium kick. Crouch and light kick. The reason why you want to go for crouch and light kick is because if your opponent's trying to walk back at the same time, you can catch their feet. Right? So you can kind of take advantage of that if they go for that option. On top of which, afterwards, if you want to catch them trying to jump forward, we can go for a drive rush into crouching heavy punch and get a whole route off of it as well. So that it gives you a little bit more utility when you go for this option, and it just leaves them in a lot of leaves them in a situation where they have to deal with a lot of mental stack, and that's kind of how we want to play the game. And don't forget, using this crouching medium kick, because it's +1, using it is party time for you. Okay, it is party time for you. So if you can, even on your offensive strings, if you can go for this in their face, very beautiful situation, right? Because either you get the standing medium punch, which also kind of spaces you out kind of crazy. You can kind of take advantage of it like that. Okay. The other thing that I want you to pay attention to is that your stand light kick is really good. Look at that range. On a 5-frame normal, this is kind of insane range, right? So what this also means is that when it comes to specific situations with particularly annoying special moves, particularly knowing special moves, because the stand light kick is so good, you can catch them, right? You can use this as a means to catch your opponent. I'm not in tune with the combos. I'll admit it. I'm not in tune with the combos, but it's something to keep in mind for sure, right? Because this stand light kick is so good, it's a great way to check your opponent, especially when they do moves that are -5. It's just as good as Manon's. In fact, it might even be better. But it gives you immense value when you're going for your options. Ooh. Next thing, after conditioning your opponent, again, I have not seen you play, so I don't know. But after conditioning your opponent, what you want to start doing is that you want to change up your answers, right? So let's say you start here, you don't do anything, you hold space, right? When you go for this option and you hold this space, some of your opponents might want to decide to try and walk into a normal, right? They want to try and walk into like a standing heavy punch, right, to check you, or walk into the crushing medium kick. By walking back and holding your space when they go for that option, so let me see if I can replicate it here. Let's go with this. 3. Okay, so then let's change it to him blocking. That's too long. Let's go with that. Hold on. Let's do. How do I want to replicate this? Let's do this. Okay, that should be good. Okay, this should work. This should work. Knowing how to use the training mode will also help you a lot. Okay, I got the right thing, right? So let's say he goes for an option here. Then he gets punished for it, right? If your opponent decides not to do anything, in that instance, then we can take advantage of it. How do we take advantage if they do nothing? So off of this instance here, if they decide to do nothing, then we can literally just use our walk speed to get into that space that we were once in before. Right? So using these basic tactics can get you a lot of mileage. But again, I'll be able to tailor my advice a little bit better if I see you play. But generally, that's kind of how you want to play the game. If we can take advantage of this and capitalize on those whiff punishes, especially when they're trying to walk into spaces. If they don't press anything, feel free to check them with a drive rush, right? And off of the drive rush crushing light kick, I'll run a few matches and hopefully get back to you in the future. Okay, for sure. And if you do that, right, you can also go for a throw, right? You can also go for a jab, pressure immediately afterwards, or you can just simply go for throw. And if you go for throw, you get put back into the same situation, and so on and so forth. One thing that you can't be afraid to go for is throws. This is how you condition your opponent to do something that you want them to do, right? And then you take advantage of them that way. Otherwise, it'll be no bueno the entire time. The other thing that I want you to make sure that you're using, I'm sure you're already using this, but using the drop as a means to kind of catch your opponent, especially if they have sharp anti-airs. Because the moment that they see you jump they're gonna go for a DP immediately, right? If the moment they see you jump. So if you can kind of bait out their jumps using this is also something that you can do as well. But I'll let you know. All right. What do you want? What do we want to? Who do we want to touch, man? No worries, man. Appreciate the sub again. Not to say that I did it because of the sub, but anyways, I just appreciate it regardless. Let me think here. I just never finished stuff, huh? Okay, let me think here. There are a couple of things that I wanted to actually do. I actually wanted to make a video about why you should and shouldn't play ranked. There was actually a video I wanted to make, but I'm just thinking about how I wanted to do the how I wanted to structure it properly. The most frustrating mix. How about we make I'm thinking about this. How to recover from a I literally have a video in my mind called Why Your Rank Doesn't Define You. Which I really like the concept of that video. I just don't have it all played out in my mind. But I want to make sure that I do it. If I'm going to do it, I want to do it well to where, like, it actually alleviates people's stress about the situation. You feel me? The way I want to do it, I want to do it well. You know what I mean? I don't know how I'm going to pull it off with the time that I have in order to do content. But I definitely want to pour some time into that to make sure that it comes out right. I think I want to talk about. This is hard. Obviously, season 3 is coming like around the bend, bro. So I don't know. Is there anything that y'all are curious about? Because if you're curious about it, I'm sure there are other people who are curious about it, right? That's where my mentality goes with the entire thing. Overall, I think we're in good standing, but I know my YouTube could be a lot better, and that's kind of where my mindset is at. I know my YouTube could be better. So I also want to get into making like clips where I'm like, oh, not that. Where I'm like, right? I want more clips where I can do that. You know? Fabio, thanks for the tips. No problem. Are you a Kim player? I don't believe that I gave any tips for that. Unless you're a Kim player. If you're a Kim player, then sure, no problem. But otherwise, yo, Griffin, how you been, man? Okay. Like, yo, son, I'm stuck because like I want to make a video. I'm just like, how about we make a video about Okay. I got it. Y'all ready? Let's do this. Let's do this. All right, let's do this. We got all the stuffs there. Let's get rid of some of the visual clutter. Input history, attack, that is fine. Now the frame meter is pretty clunky too. Okay, I think this is good. I think we're in a good spot here. So let's talk about this. Let's get started. Okay. Y'all ready? Hold on. I gotta get it. Now that my audio is synced and I know that my audio is synced, we're good. I'm gonna get rid of the browser real quick and let's do this. Okay, let's do this. So let's talk about the most annoying move. Let's just say in season 2 right now. Season 3 is about a couple days away. We're trying to get nice, and here it is, right? So the most annoying move by far gotta be the Jinrai. I could argue that there's nothing else like it, man. People stay getting cooked by this. No matter what rank you are, it'll catch you. Now, I'm gonna go over how to counter this move. Now, when I say counter, I'm giving you options for what happens in these specific cases. It is a little bit difficult to deal with. And the reason why it's difficult to deal with is because depending on the strength that he uses will change how you respond or react to the situation. Let's get into it. So let's suppose we go for something like this. You can't see it, but that was light Jinrai. In the case that your opponent does light Jinrai, like so, what ends up happening, right, is that you block out the situation and you can take advantage of it provided that you have a good 5-frame normal. Okay, you can actually interrupt it if this is the light version, right? What you'll also do is add a little bit of a delay to it. Why do we add a little bit of delay? The little bit of delay is if he does it on the quickest motion possible, we want to give her enough time to react to whatever happens. Okay, so we've gone over the fact that we need a 5-framer that goes relatively far. But what happens when we change the response from light Jinrai to medium Jinrai? When they start using medium Jinrai, the same answer does not apply. We get hit. We get counter hit. So you might be saying, well, Rosa, what are we supposed to do? My answer to you is this. If you feel like your opponent is constantly trying to counter hit you, knowing that you're going to go for it, what you start doing is you block the second hit and then you go for the follow-up. You see what I'm saying? So when you block the second hit of Jinrai, they're actually punishable here, and you can take advantage of it this way. Okay, it is the end of season 2, almost to season 3. We don't have answers to Jinrai yet. Really, brother? Really? Okay, listen, we need answers. All right. So if we know that it is medium, or we scout, or we have a strong feeling that is medium Jinrai, then what we want to make sure that we're doing is that we're waiting for the second hit to come and then we light kick it. Okay, now there are going to be some characters that are going to struggle in this endeavor, right? There are some characters, that have it easy, right? So let's say like a Ryu type situation, the basic boy. So let's say he goes for this, right? Yeah, you get counter hit for going for the medium Jinrai, right? We can get a whole punish counter route just because of that. Right? And just off of that instance, in a case where we could have just blocked the situation and not pressed anything, now we're in a situation where we've won the game simply off of a stand light kick, right? Obviously, if you don't want to commit anything to it, you can obviously decide to go for an option that is a little bit less committal and get a little bit more value for your buck, get the knockdown, and go for your gameplay that way, right? There are, however, characters that, they don't really have a good answer for it. So, what can we do in those cases where we don't really have a great 5-frame to kind of interrupt things with? Right? In the case that we don't have a good answer for it, what we can decide to do, what we can decide to do is use our super. Now, if you use super It's guaranteed. There's nothing you can do. What you want to do is that you want to wait till he does the first part. There is literally nothing he can do. So let's suppose we change it up to reflect this and stop, right? The moment he commits to it, there's nothing he can do. Oh, didn't do that right. Wait, hold on. Her super sucks. Hold on, her super suck. Hold on, her super suck. That's hilarious. I'm sorry, this is hilarious. Sorry, her super suck. I'm sorry. This is hilarious. But anyways, suffice to say, you can't get him punished, and with most characters you can get him punished, but with Marisa's level 3, it's actually particularly slow from the startup. So there's actually nothing that you can do about this when they decide to go for this option. It is going to be a punish counter every time. So what this is good for is that if your opponent's trying to get like a last ditch situation, we've seen time and time again where the opponent goes for Jinrai into the overhead into super, right? Because they're trying to put the game back together. Okay? So in those cases, that's what you can do. You can definitely use the super to kind of get around it. But one thing to keep in mind is that if you keep trying to obviously super, what ends up happening is that now you lose the value of having the Bombo, aka the level 3 on deck, where if you get a single hit, you know their entire health bar implodes. So you kind of have to weigh your options there. It might be more beneficial to get out of the situation as a whole and use the meter as opposed to go for that situation. So it's just something to keep in mind. But generally what you want to use is that you want to use good light kicks or good 5 framers in general. If you don't have that option available to you, you also want to try and use supers. Supers are a great way to check your opponent and let them know like, hey, if you try this option, I'm going to cook you. But anyways, let me know if this helps you. More content is definitely coming with season 3 around Bend, and we're gonna have a bunch of fun. With that being said, any questions? Any questions, people? I play versus the Marisa as Ken because I'm taking a master next. I could feel my opponent in pain when I just spam Jinrai. Question is, anyways, is it medium? Oh, I keep getting mixed. But anyways, that's generally how you're gonna deal with Jinrai, right? Depending on which character you have different options, right? Even if you're JP has a pretty solid stun light kick. So if he's put in that situation, you can punish it. Right? Most of the cast members have something. I don't know. This is fair. I don't think Bison has anything. His stun light kick is 4 frames. His stun light kick is 4 frames, but the distance on a stand jab might be a decent option, but we'll have to see. Stand jab is a decent option, right? And then you get put in the blender, or conversely, oops. But anyways, you know that kills. That kills. Listen, you sometimes have to jump scare folks, you know what I mean? Like, you could be playing a game and everything could be completely normal and bang. But anyways, that's something to keep in mind. Um, I think I know the type of thumbnail style I want to go for, but I do have to spend a little bit of time editing the beginning of the video. But sister, I'm trying to like update the stream because you done gave me the power. You know what I mean? You done gave me the power. Change it, man. So I'm trying to add a little, you know, a little song. Now with that said, right? Which one is it here? There you go. Now, with that said, I looked at the stream. I'm like, okay, I fixed my audio because I know my audio desync has been like desynced for like 7 months. So we kind of fixed that. Kind of made us most little, you know what I'm saying, little shrink. Now we're in a better place. We're in a better spot. Now I gotta get rid of my open mouth gaming and we're straight. Cause I know that when I'm playing the game, I got the open mouth gaming going crazy. So let me play one game. Okay, I'm gonna play one game. In that one game, if anyone wants a session, or 1 versus 2, whatever. I'm gonna play a game. If anyone wants a session, claim it now. Cause once I'm done, I gotta start editing. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's already 7 p.m. Shorty gonna call in an hour and a half. I'm only gonna get through the intro by an hour and a half. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's tragic. I'm dead. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not trying to sim. I'm not trying to play the sim match. I'm not feeling that sweaty, bro. I'll be honest. Like, yeah, I'm not trying to sim. Oh. I'm not trying to play the sim match, I'll be honest. Sure, well, that works. Excuse me? Hey man, listen. We about to match. Damn. We about to match. Damn, baby. Come on. Excuse me? I ain't gonna lie, I lost. Brother woke up, bro. I sleep, bro. I sleep. 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 You know, sometimes in this life, you gotta sit there and really wonder why. You feel me? Like, seriously, my brother in Christ, please. Like, please. Okay? No. Nice. Yes! Man. But seriously though, I don't want to work this hard, man. Like, just let me play the game. I wasn't confident in it. Alright, he's gonna jump now. Honestly, I thought about jumping. It's such a lame matchup, bro. It's like catch. It's like I gotta chase this fella so far, bro. Why? Anyways, okay. Whoa. I might have been open mouth gaming because we had to actually enact some sort of sweatiness there, which I don't necessarily want to do. But at the same time, it's a decent test to make sure that I'm not open mouth gaming the entire time. Now, with that said, I'm a one and done the next guy. Okay, win or lose, I'm a one and done the next guy. I can. But look at that. Who am I playing again? I'm playing a Fuma. Sound like extra dude. Okay, so now that we know all of this information, right? My brother, why are you pointing yourself? Okay, let's just put on our... What kind of... Okay. I can't go out like this. Hold on. Survival hard mode activated. Yes. So he's going for medium. So if I know he's going for medium, that's fine. Peace. Oh, it doesn't work. Excuse me? Excuse me? Hold up. I'm about to. I'm about to crash out. I'm about to crash out. Cause there's no way. There's no way. Cause I'm about to crash out. There's no way. Oh no! I didn't reach. Hey, listen. Okay? It's all good. I knew he was gonna go for it. That's the crazy part. Positioning over damage. Okay. This works in my favor. GG's, brother. Oh, there it is. GG's. So listen. The moment he level 3, he lost. Well, either the moment he jumped at me, he lost. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Why do you fight this way? That's a safe jump. Positioning over damage. Where's my thing? Thank God it hit. Because apparently I was gonna lose. Stop it. Ooh. So let me show you that other thing I was talking about. I got greedy. That's the one thing about my play. I'm just like, screw it. Let me send it. Oh. I can't hear anything. Okay. I can't hear anything. The mic. I can't hear anything. What's happening? Oh shoot! Okay. Okay. I couldn't hear anything. I was losing my mind. Jeez, why do you start games like this? Why? Yo, come save this fella, bro. Come save this fella. What is going on? No! Like I said, he can't really do anything after that. Please. You know, there are those who are sick, and there are those who are unwell. This guy... Whenever you're ready, brother. Whenever you're ready. That man said, time to hustle. Son, I ain't never seen anything like it, bro. I was gonna let it rip. Oh, my DP didn't come out. I ain't gonna lie. There's some creatures out there. Whenever you're ready, play the game. Break. Yeah. Yeah. I ain't gonna let this guy's a riot, bro. Man said, time to hustle. Stop it. That man said, time to hustle. Still hit me. You still went for the same pressure? Oh. This guy's a monster, bro. How much damage am I taking off of that? Let's take it a little easy. A little easy, bro. Your break is done? Alright, for sure. I'm not streaming that long. This is probably the end of it. What are you doing? No. Why listen? Why listen? Listen. We gotta get off the hopium, my brother. Please. The hopium, the copium, the snorting is crazy. Anyways, I gotta go edit my video, bro. It was a little cozy, you know what I'm saying? A little cozy hour. We cleared up everything we wanted to clear up. This is most Kens in Lower Master. Listen, like I was legit in shock because I didn't expect someone to play like that. Where it's like complete disregard for what's happening. Complete. That man would get sweep punished on the drive rush, low forward drive rush. And I'm like, drive rush, low forward drive rush is terrible. You're using 4 meter for 1 mix. And you can get hit for it too. I gotta figure out what Akuma's best, his best button to press in those instances. Initially, I thought it was stand light kick. Stand light kick didn't work out too much. I thought it was crouching heavy, crouching medium punch. Maybe it was just me, maybe it was just a skill diff, but it wasn't working out too well. I went to sweep worked out a couple times, and I'm like, okay, let me just use sweep. But then he does driver's low forward from mad far out, and if he does it like that, you know, he might actually whiff if I walk back on it. So then you're just like, it's just complete reactionary gameplay, just going off whatever feels right. You know what? This feels right in the moment. Let me go for it. Hey man, listen. That's how you want to get up. That's how you want to get down. But anyways, I gotta get editing. I gotta call my girl also. So you know, Anyways, fun as always, gentlemen. Fun as always. Take care, guys. Stream tomorrow as well. So, the real stream is tomorrow.